Hi guys. This video is actually going to be quite a lot different to the videos that I normally do. The reason I want to make this video is because I know that there are a lot of people out there that feel the exact same way as me, and I know a lot of people with mental health issues. My issues, I know it seems that everybody seems to have mental health issues these days, and I hope that that's because people are more confident in speaking about it and not feeling ashamed of it, not feeling scared to talk about it. I'm hoping that, you know, that is the reason for the increase in people suffering from mental health issues. But my issues started when I was about 13. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. So when I was 18, luckily, it sort of, the issue that there was seemed to have got better. I felt like, yes, I finally, you know, got rid of these demons in my head that were constantly abusing me, and it is. A mental health issue is like being in an abusive relationship, because it's constantly telling you, you know, you need to die, nobody loves you, you're disgusting, you're fat, you're ugly, you're not worth anything, you can't do anything, what is the point in you even being here? And I'm sure those of you that are listening that have suffered with mental health, that it's quite a recognisable demon. These voices started to come back, and I say voices. Now I'm not hearing someone like say like, kill them all!
Kill them all!
Well, maybe sometimes. I describe them as voices because that is what it feels like. I sometimes reference my thoughts to, and again, sorry to mention Cal Pilkington, but that is what it sort of seems like. It seems like there's me living in my body, and then there's like this other person living in my body who hates me. And obviously because they are within you, you can't get rid of that. It's so hard to describe to somebody that doesn't have mental health issues, but the things that the voices tell you about yourself, or about how other people are thinking about you or saying about you, your brain believes that that is a fact. So if my brain says your boyfriend's cheating on you, even though you've got no evidence, that's a fact. And therefore my body, my insides, my soul, everything reacts to that information that my brain, or whatever it is that's telling me these horrible things, reacts to it as if it is a fact. So I decided, right, and this was about in 2012, 2013, I thought, right, you know, maybe this is the time that I need to start addressing this issue again, because obviously it hasn't gone away. So I did therapy for 2 years, and it sort of seemed to help. You know, I did a diary every day of my thought patterns. I did a reflective journal on, you know, trying to write 5 things a day that I was grateful for. Those of you that suffer with mental health, you're not grateful for anything. If you want to die every day, you're not grateful for much. So even writing 5 things used to take me about an hour and a half out of my day just to think of 5 things. What happens usually with me, I don't know if it's the same for anybody else, but something usually triggers you. And I'm still trying to figure out my trigger, because on paper, I don't have anything to be depressed about. I do believe that my issues are a chemical imbalance. All the different therapists that I've had have been amazing, but this particular lady, she taught me the reasoning behind these issues that I've got. She taught me to understand how normal it is and what's happening in my body when I get these reactions. So I'm going to explain it to you as best as I can, because this has helped me so much. When we were cavemen or whatever, in our human makeup we've got this thing, the fight or flight thing, which I'm sure you've heard of. Now our bodies still have that built in with us, even though, you know, we're not fighting bears anymore, and, you know, we're not sort of under threat constantly. Our bodies still have that makeup. So again, you know, if you're walking in the dark, you have that sort of sense of, oh, I need to protect myself. And it's the same with anything, and including your brain and including emotions. So when I have a trigger that sets off an anxiety attack, what is happening in my body is that caveman instinct of fight or flight has kicked in. Now often, because I am quite a feisty person, even though I'm only 5'1", I'm pretty damn tough. What happens is I fight, and I can be very, very, very nasty, and it's a part of myself that I absolutely hate. But it comes from a defensive place. It's as in, like, my brain believes that this person who's caused this anxiety attack, or this situation that has caused this anxiety attack, it believes that I am in danger, and my body therefore pumps this adrenaline around my body and prepares me to fight. That is what's happening in our bodies. When we have this anxiety attack of all this blood and all this, like, and you can't breathe, that is your body preparing to either run for your life or fight. And sadly, my coping mechanisms for the fight was to, you know, be moody or sit there and not explain myself, because I didn't understand it. I thought that, you know, they had caused it, so they deserved me to give them this reaction, when in actual fact, they probably, in fact, most of the time, did nothing in order to cause this. But my body doesn't know that, because my brain is so not that I'm intelligent, I'm thick as pig shit, but my brain, anyone's brain, is so powerful that it has made me think, oh, you know, you're under attack, you need to protect yourself, you need to fight, or you need to flight. And she taught me this. And she also taught me that when you are having these attacks, these anxiety attacks, instead of reacting to that fight or flight reaction, to understand that although it feels like the mountain of emotion is going to carry on going and carry on going and carry on going, and it's going to never stop, and you're going to feel like this forever, and oh my god, you know, I'm going to die, I can't breathe, this is going to happen forever, it's not going to get any better. Sorry, I'm at like the roundabout in Hull, which is absolutely mental. I can't do two things at once. You're bugging me, Timbers, let me out. I'm going, bitch. I'm going. Where was I? That it feels like it's going to keep on doing this and keep on doing this, when actually what's going to happen is eventually it's going to stabilise, and then it's going to drop. You're not going to feel like that forever, and that feeling is going to go away, I promise you. Not being afraid to feel these feelings, and not being ashamed of having mental health. You know, there was a time where, bloody hell, you wouldn't admit it, and to this day when I tell people that I suffer with mental health issues, I'm still so shocked and say, oh my gosh, but you seem so happy. Even the doctor said that to me. The two doctors that I've had like my whole life, even they have said to me, you just, you know, you seem so happy and bubbly and positive. The relationship that I have with myself is, you know, still an ongoing struggle, but I am able to appreciate that now and understand that this is a part of me. You know, I wouldn't be Rosie, you wouldn't be you if you didn't have these issues. And although sometimes we probably pray for a normal brain, you wouldn't be you. You wouldn't be as strong as you are. And again, these thoughts came back and the same patterns arose. And I thought, maybe now is the time to get myself on medication. It's the best thing that I have ever done. Now don't get me wrong, I still get these thoughts in my head, you know, that I'm not good enough and all this, people, you know, hate me. But the difference in, I don't believe it now, I don't react to these thoughts. I'm able to relax and live and wake up in the morning and not hate myself. I'm able to look at the clouds and appreciate them finally after what, 15 years. I love everything and everyone, and You know, some people probably say, oh, it's fake, you know, it's all because of the medication, but I just believe that because of this chemical imbalance that I've got in my head, this medication has allowed me to have a normal brain again and take the time to appreciate things and love things and go for a walk now without having these negative thoughts in my head. I can go for a walk in nature and look at the leaves, and I sound like a hippie, I know, but it's just so beautiful, and the world is so, and I don't want to cry, but the world is just so beautiful. And you know, when you have got mental health, you forget all that. You really do, and you are not able to appreciate people, you're not able to appreciate feelings, you're not able to appreciate anything until I was on medication. And I've met people since that are very anti-medication. I've met people that are very pro-medication. You know, I know a lot of people that are on the same drug as me. I know a lot of people that would never touch drugs in a million years. But for me, this is what works for me. You know, I've tried therapy. It's not like I just gave up and said, I'm gonna take drugs. It's the easy way. It'll stop me feeling anything. Actually, it's done the opposite. It's allowed me to feel again. Now what I try and do, and I'm a big advocate of it, is being positive, loving yourself, not being afraid or giving a fuck. You need to love yourself and appreciate and love. What does RuPaul say? Like, I'm not bothered about the people that hate me, I'm more interested in the people that love me. And that's so the truth. Surround yourself with people that bring out the best in you and want the best for you. And mental health shouldn't be a taboo, and it very much still is. If I had diabetes, or if I had another serious illness, now to me mental health, it is a serious issue. It is a serious illness. You know, people die from mental health issues every single day. I know people that have died from it. You probably know people that have died from it. And, you know, current celebrities that have committed suicide, maybe if they did feel like we're in a society where we can be open with it without fear of judgment or fear of isolation, if we could just openly talk about it as if we would if we had diabetes or cancer. You know, if we still had that comfortability of being, is that a word? Of being able to discuss it, not just behind closed doors, not just with a therapist, not just with a doctor, but really just discuss it and not be afraid. Men are my biggest worry, because men feel like they can't talk about it. They feel like they shouldn't be feeling these things because they're a man. You know, men aren't meant to have these feelings, men aren't meant to be weak. And therefore they never discuss it with anyone, and these are the men. In fact, more men than women kill themselves. You are never alone, I promise you with all my heart. Nobody is ever alone. It may feel like you're alone, and your brain might be telling you, oh yes, you're alone, you're welcome. But you're not. Believe me, you're not. Where can I park? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.